most difficulty that new parents will face. For couples experiencing the birth of the first child, because my data was 13 parents for the first child. It was one of the most uncertain but most common examples of change within the marital relationship. Indeed, having a new baby have been ranked as high as 6 out of 1 or 2 stressful life events. The transition to parenthood was widely discussed in the international literature. But unfortunately, in our countries, there were no studies talking about the transition to parenthood, except only 2 studies, which was made or were made by myself. So the transition to parenthood is not discussed or explored in our countries. Not only Jordan, the Arabic countries at all of them. So the purpose of my study was to explore young parents' preparedness for the transition to parenthood. I used descriptive qualitative research for this research to describe the lived experience of young parents experiencing the transition to parenthood. My method was unstructured interviews. My sample was 30 participants, 15 young mothers and 15 young fathers. Actually, they were couples. My settings were 2 primary health centers in Amman and Irbid. Amman is the capital of Jordan, and Irbid is the second most big city in Jordan. And these health centers were random-based, or chosen. I used qualitative for the analysis of my data. I used the qualitative content analysis to analyze the data. In qualitative research, we have steps for analyzing the data. Most of our interviews, or actually we find our themes or the findings of our studies usually found during the process of interviewing. So the themes were found during the data collection. Then I organize the themes to have my categories and groups. This is all steps of the analysis. And when I come to my findings, the major one was, or the key theme was, feeling unprepared. Unfortunately, most of our new parents, specifically young parents, feel unprepared for marriage, for getting married, for pregnancy, and for the period after having the first child. So the first finding was not prepared for married life. So most of them, they came or entered married life without any preparedness. There were no counseling before marriage, no any program is found in Jordan to prepare them. Most of them felt worried and mentally not prepared. No information about the first sexual intercourse were given to them, either from their families or any organization in Jordan. The second one was they felt mentally unprepared for pregnancy. So they got pregnant, in our countries. I don't know if it's the same in your countries. One of our major goals when we get pregnant to have our first child directly. So direct after their honeymoon, most of them, they got pregnant without any preparedness or any information about the physical or psychological changes that happened to them during their pregnancy. So they were there, or after their honeymoon, they got all these changes, mentally, psychologically or physically, and that was a distraction for them. That caused troubles, and it gave them so many stressful life. So they are not prepared for all the physiological and psychological changes happened from pregnancy. And the third one was, new parents are totally not prepared for their new babies. We know all that New babies will change our marital relationship. It will give us a new financial responsibilities, and it will change our roles. Our roles we will have change from the first change will be from daughters to wives, then from wives to mothers for us as females, and for the fathers the same, from sons to husbands and then to fathers. These are three major roles which happen in a very short period of time, and these are very big transitions. So the change that occur in parents' life from pregnancy to the early postpartum period are more negative than positive, and the transition to parenthood is equally disruptive for men and women, and communication changes in both quantity and quality post-baby. Most parents we interviewed described having unrealistic expectations about baby behavior, particularly in relation to crying, sleeping patterns, and feelings. I have just this one quote from one mother. She said, "I thought my baby would cry a bit at night and might be a bit tired, but my life would essentially be the same with a baby. No, the reality is I don't know who I am anymore." And the conclusion here, this study produced a new understanding of the experience of Jordanian new parents' transition to parenthood. This study particularly shed light on new parents' difficulties during transition to parenthood, although the findings aim to contribute to the body of literature that deals with cultural influences on new parents' experience in Jordan. The learning could be relevant to other extents in Middle Eastern societies. Jordanian new parents are totally unprepared for the transition to parenthood. And to bridge the gap, based on our research and previous studies, we suggest the following three avenues to prepare expectant new parents for early parenthood: better prenatal education, a greater willingness of parents of older babies or children to be open about their experiences, and with expecting parents, and development of credible online resources to share experiences of early parenthood. Prenatal education providing through maternity hospital is an obvious opportunity for assisting parents to prepare better. Thank you.